Hello friends, welcome to Web Slideshow's video tutorial series. In the previous video tutorials, to design interactive slideshows, we created one new HTML document with the name Slideshow. First, we have coded the basic structure of the HTML document. We set the title Interactive Slideshows. Using HTML, we have coded the basic structure of interactive slideshows. First, we created a div within the body. This div is going to work like a wrapper. It is going to wrap all our slides and buttons. Within the div, we have added 5 images and 2 buttons. We identified the div uniquely with an ID of slideshow within the page. We can access this div within the CSS or JavaScript, apply any styles or add any behaviors. As we know that each image is considered as one slide, we grouped all images into one class called as slide. And then we uniquely identified buttons, left button and right button. We have given an ID of left button and ID of right button. Using CSS, we have coded the presentation of the interactive slideshows. We know that according to slideshow, all slides should be invisible in the beginning, and only one slide should be visible to the user at a time. We told to the browser, locate any img tag. If its class attribute value is set to slide, set its display property to none. We know that display none makes the element invisible. Here, these img tags are having the class attribute value set to slide, so all of them are made invisible. Next, we told to the browser, locate an img tag if its class attribute value is set to slide. If it is the first child in its parent, set its display property to block. Display block makes the element visible. Here, this img tag has a class attribute value set to slide and it is the first child in its parent. So, image0.jpg will be visible to the user in the beginning whenever we load or reload the page. And then we have applied styles to these two buttons, left button.png and right button.png. We told to the browser, locate any input tag. If its ID is set to left button, set its position to absolute. Locate any input tag. If its ID is set to right button, set its position to absolute. Here, this input tag has the ID set to left button. This input tag has the ID set to right button. Both of them we are positioning absolutely with relative to its parent div. Here, the div which has an ID should have its position property set to relative. You can see here we told to the browser, locate a div which has an ID of slideshow. Its position should be set to relative. We are positioning these two buttons, left button and right button, absolutely with relative to its parent div which has an ID of slideshow. Also, the left button is going to be visible from the left hand side 0% away, from the top 38% away. The right button is going to be visible from the right hand side 0% away, from the top 38% away. Both the left button and the right button we have set z index 9999 so that left button and right button, both of them should be visible in front of the slides. Slides should be visible behind the buttons. This is what we have done so far, friends. From this video tutorial onwards, for the next few video tutorials, we are going to understand how to add interactivity to the slideshow. That is, we are going to add behavior to slideshow. I right click on slideshow.html which is available on the desktop, open with the notepad. This is what we have at present in the slideshow.html, friends. I minimize it. I right click on slideshow.html, open with the Google Chrome. You can see that slideshow.html is open in the Chrome. Title is set to interactive slideshows. Image0.jpg is visible to the user. On the left hand side we have left button, on the right hand side we have right button. Remember that whenever we load or reload the page, image0.jpg will be visible to the user. In this video tutorial, we are going to understand how to get these slides within the JavaScript. Okay, because the first step in adding the interactivity to the slideshow is to get the slides within the JavaScript. To embed the JavaScript, we take help of script tag. So here I am going to write opening script tag and closing script tag. Within the opening script tag, I say type equal to text or JavaScript. We know that type equal to text or JavaScript indicates whatever we write in between the opening script and closing script tag is going to be a JavaScript code. Now, as I told, the first step in adding the behavior to slideshow is getting the slides within the JavaScript. What we are going to do is we are going to create one variable called as slides. Within this, we are going to load all the slides. To access these img tags with their class attribute value slide, we take help of get elements by class name method. And the get elements by class name is a member method of the document object. So here we say document object dot indicates the member access operator. We know that get elements by class name is the member of the document object. To access that member, we take help of member access operator, that is dot. Then I say here get elements by class name. To this method, we are going to pass the class attribute value, that is slide. So I paste here. Now when this line will get executed, what happens? Get elements by class name slide is going to get elements whose class attribute value is set to slide. Here these 5 images are having the class attribute value set to slide. So all of them are going to be taken and assigned to slides variable or loaded into slides variable. What happens in the memory? The browser is going to create one memory location. To that it gives a name slides. Within that memory location, it loads or assigns those elements which are having the class attribute value set to slide. So it is going to be like this. We know that slides is a list. We know that JavaScript lists or arrays are going to follow zero based indexing. So the first element is going to be positioned at 0th index. Next element is going to be positioned at first index. Next element is going to be positioned at second index. Next element is going to be positioned at third index. Next element is going to be positioned at fourth index, and so on. So at present in the slides array, we have 5 elements. Image 0.jpg is present at 0th position. Image 1.jpg is present at first index. Image 2.jpg is positioned at second index. Image 3.jpg is present at third index. Image 4.jpg is placed at fourth index. So total 5 elements are loaded in the slides array. We can display that with the help of alert function. So here for checking purpose, I can use the alert function and say slides dot length. Length is a member inside the slides variable. So we use dot is a member access operator. Slides dot length is going to return total number of elements present inside the slides variable. So we should see actually 5 when we refresh the page. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that it is displaying 5. This is how we are going to get the elements and load them into JavaScript variables. I hope you guys have clearly understood. Remember that slides.length is going to return 5. That is one of the most important point to remember. Okay, and I comment this line also. Now I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. Okay, that line is commented. We don't see the alert box. We know that comments are actually ignored by the browsers. Only point you need to remember is slides.length. Whenever you write, it is going to be replaced by 5. And then I'm also going to create one variable called as slide, and I assign a value 0 to it. This variable we are going to use to decide which slide should be visible to the user. Okay, I hope you guys have clearly understood how to get the slides and load them into a JavaScript variable. For this video tutorial, I think this much is enough, friends. I suggest you people to code up to here. In the next video tutorial, we get more information on interactive slideshows. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.